Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I am your host, your host, as usual in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain. Today I picked up Tech Mahindra, and in this session we will be solving many questions, many like 50 odd questions which were asked at Tech Mahindra online test in round 1, and the platform they have used was Metal platform. So these all are type questions. You might get these type of questions again when you are writing Tech Mahindra examination. Now there is something about the pattern that initially in round 1 they used to ask 20, 30, 40, yes, 75 questions first. 75 questions, and for which 75 minutes they used to give. All 75 questions were revisitable question. You can jump to any question number, any section, and can attempt it. And for that, the total time given to you was 75 minutes. But of lately, what they have done, they have divided this 75 minutes into 3 sections now. First, you have to write logical reasoning. That is 29 questions, and for which 29 minutes would be given. Second section is numerical ability, 11 questions for which 11 minutes is given. And the third section is English comprehension, that is verbal ability, 35 questions. You need to attempt it in 35 minutes. In the previous pattern, what used to be, like all the entire 75 minutes is with you to write these 75 questions. Now in this 29 minutes, you need to write 29 questions. If somehow you have completed this section in 25 minutes, maybe you can go to next section, but that 4 minutes savings is not going to be carry forward. Mind this. So if you are attempting this 29 question in 25 minutes, they are not going to carry forward this 4 minutes to another section which you are going to attempt. So that is the drawback in this pattern. So we need to be a bit more careful. Once you have written these, then is one writing skill, that is one essay they give, for which 15 minutes is given. You need to write essay for something like 300 to 400 words. Metal platform, and in this particular session I would be concentrating on 50 different questions of numerical ability. Who knows, you might end up getting the same type of questions. So the drill is very simple, as you know. What to start with. Yes, subscribe to the channel first, that is important, and share the video link so that your friends might also get some help out of it. And pause the session, try to solve it yourself, and then look out for the solution. So on this note, on this happy note, let's begin now. M has some pens. He sells 40% of the pens and still has 420 left with him. That means 60% of pens is 420. 100% would be 420 by 60 into 100. That goes 7 times. That means he have got 700 pens. Originally, how many pens did he have? 700. Option C is the pick. The salaries of X, Y, and Z are in the ratio 1:3:2. Okay, salary is X, 3X, 2X if we take common ratio X. Salary of Y and Z together, this is Y and Z, which is 5X, is 5,000. That means value of our common ratio is 1,000. So the salary should be 1,000, 3,000, and 2,000. Then by what percentage is the salary of Y greater than X? salary of y greater than x. Salary of y is greater than x by rupees 2000, but greater than x, so it is divided by 1000 into 100. That gives us 200%. Salary of y is 200% greater than x. That is in option A. Now, if this data is not given, then also we can answer this question with help of ratios only. 1, 3, 2. Obviously, salary of y is 2 units greater than x, and x unit is 1. So 2 by 1 into 100 will also give us 200%. Rule book, please go through our rule book. You will find the link of all the rules from rule 1 to rule 9 in the description below. Please complete these different rules, and these are masters of arithmetic. Here I would be using rule 8 in case of time and work question. 15 men can produce 5 pens in 10 days. If all the person work at the same rate, then how many pens will be produced by 5 men in the same time? Since same time is given, I'm deleting this time factor from here. Then M1 by W1 will be equals to M2 by W2. 15 men producing 5 pens, then 5 men would be producing how many? Work 2 is 5 by 3, that is 1.33. They would be producing 1.33. Option B is the answer, number of pens in the same time. A caterpillar covers 10 meter in 2 seconds. Okay, so that means speed of caterpillar is now distance by time taken, 10 by 2, that is 5 meter per second. Then what will be the distance covered in 1 minute? 1 minute means 60 seconds. Therefore, distance covered would be 5 meter per second into 60 seconds. That will give us 300 meters. Option D is the pick. The average wages of a worker during a fortnight comprising of 15 consecutive working days was 120 per day. So for 15 days it was 120, that means total wages he have got is 1800. During the last 7 days, his average was rupees 100. That means he have earned 700 rupees. That means in first 8 days he have earned 1800 minus 700, that is 1100. Okay, this is what we have. Now, the average wages during the last, it should be first. The average wages during the first 7 days is 124 rupees per day. So first 7 days wages is 7 into 124, that is 8, 2, 14, 16 and 1, 868. What was his wage on the 8th day? 8th day wage would be 1100 minus 868. 1100 minus 9 is 232. Yes, 232 that we have in option B. What is 45% of a number if 18.75% of the same number is 75? So 18.75 is 75. Then how much is 45? Mind you, we need to calculate these everything because calculator is not available. Yes. So 3 is 6, 2, 5. 3 will go 15 times. 25 into 25. 25, 300. Then 25 once time and 25, 12. So 45% of the number would be 12 into 15, that is 180. Option B is the pick. Drivers J and May are paid a total of 550 per week. J plus M is 550 by their employer. If J get 120% of the sum paid to May, so if May is getting 100, J is getting 120%, that is 120. So the ratio is 5:6. That means J is getting 6x, May is getting 5x, that is 550. X equals to 550 by 6 plus 5 is 11, that is 50. Then how much is May paid? May is paid 5x, May's payment is 5 into x, that is 250. Option B is the pick. Or simply, it is 120, it is 1 and 120 is 2.20. That means May's income is 550 into 10 divided by 22. 5, 11, and this is 50. That will also give us straight away 250. I hope you are pausing the session and trying to solve by yourself. These questions are really simple. Just you need to have the proper knowledge of formulas and the rules for arithmetic. You can solve it in no time. A bank lent 1331 to X on compound interest for 3 years and got 1728 after 3 years as the total amount. So amount is P into 1 plus I to the power n in case of compound interest. So 1728 equals 1331 into 1 plus I to the power n. N is 3. What is the annual rate of interest charged by the bank? We are looking out for value of R, and I is nothing but R by 100. So now we know that 1728 is 12 cube and 1331 is 11 cube. So if I do cube root on both sides, I'll get 12 equals 11 into 1 plus I. 12 by 11 equals 1 plus I. I equals to 12 by 11 minus 1, that is 1 by 11. Therefore, R is I into 100. 100 by 11. 100 by 11 is 9.09%. Rate of interest is 9.09%. That is in option B. I'll keep on repetitively saying, and I'll keep on saying that again and again. Do rule 1 to rule 9. You will love arithmetic like anything. A sum of rupees 3600 was divided among a group of 96 students in such a way that each boy get 24 rupees and each girl get 48. So how many girls are there in the group? B plus G is group of 96. Each boy get 24 and each girl get 48. This should be equals to 3600. We can solve these two equation and simultaneous equation and can find the value of G. Simple. Or we can use rule 6 butterfly diagram. Let's see how. Suppose not, there are 96 students. All are boys. If all 96 are boys, then the amount received by all 96 would be 96 into 24. 4, 2, 36, 38 and 12 is 55, 18, 23. 2304. And suppose all these 96 are girls, then the money received by them would be 48 into 96. That is 4608. But money that is distributed is 3600. We need to just find the distance. 4608 and 3600 distance would be 1008, and here the distance would be 713, 1296. Whatever be the ratio of these two, in that ratio we have got boys and girls. So let me divide this by 12. This is 108 and this is 84, 242, 254. Okay, let me keep it here only because I can see 42 plus 54 is 96. That means number of girls are 54, number of boys are 42. What is the number of girls in the groups? That is 54. Option B is the pick, or else solve these two equations. Use rule 6 only if you are confident with your calculations. Zing purchased an item with a list price of 20,000 and a sales tax of 10%. So list price 20,000 on which he need to pay 10% tax, that is 2,000. He is supposed to pay 22,000. He paid 25,000 to the shopkeeper. The money he would get back is 25,000 minus 22,000, that is 3,000. Option C is the pick. Again, rule 8, same kind of question. We did one of this kind before. 20 women can complete a piece of work in 25 weeks. In how many weeks can 5 women complete the same work? Since work to be done is same, M1 T1 is equals to M2 T2. Please go through rule 8. Everything is given in detail. This is a master class on time and work. So 20 women can complete the work in 25 weeks. Then how many women, 5 women. In how many weeks? 5 women are given. We need to find T2. This gone 5. T2 is 100 weeks. 5 women will take 100 weeks to complete the same task. Option B is the pick. Time, speed, distance. Rule 9 for averages. Kavya goes to office at a speed of 6 kph. Okay, at the speed of 6 kph, and return to her home at the speed of 4 kph. If she takes 10 hours in all, then what is the distance between her office and her home? Okay, if we use average speed technique, we first need to find the average speed. Average speed in this case would be 2s1 s2 by s1 plus s2. That is 2 into 6 into 4 by 6 plus 4 is 10. Average speed would be 24 by 5 km per hour. And time taken is 10 hours. That means total distance traveled is 24 into 2, 48 kilometers. Now this is total distance traveled. This is D up and D down. That means the distance between her office and her home is 48 by 2, that is 24 kilometer, and that we have in option A. This is the best process. Find average speed, multiply it by the total time taken, divided by 2. But if we use the traditional method, then D by 6 is the time taken to reach office from home, and D by 4, we know the formula for time. Time is distance by speed. D by 4 is the time taken to come back, and this is equals to 10. So if I take common D, 4 plus 6 is 10, by 24 is 10, cancel out, D equals to 24 kilometer. Any process you want to follow, use it. Answer is option A, 24 kilometers. Okay, this one is on averages. The average weight of 40 men in the room is 50 kg. That means total weight of these 40 men should be 2000 kgs. While the average of the men along with only women and her daughter, that means now we have got 42 people in the room, average is 51. So the total weight of these 42 people would be 51 into 42. 2, 10, 14, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2. Okay. So whatever is the increase in the weight is due to that woman and her daughter. Weight is 142 kgs. What is the average weight of the women and her daughter? Now divide this by 2. Average age of women and her daughter is 71 kgs. Option D is the pick. In order to pass in an examination, a student must score a minimum of 150 passing marks, which is 25% of the total marks. Okay, that means total marks should be 150 into 4, that is 600, because 25% means 1/4 of the total. If K fails by 20 marks, what is her percentage? Then the score of K is actually 150 minus 20, that is 130. So percentage score is 130 by 600 into 100. Gone. 2, 1, 4 is 6. 21.67% is the score of K. Option D is the pick. Okay, again a question from compound interest. In how many years a sum of rupees 50,000 becomes 57245 at the rate of 7% compounded annually? We know the formula is P into 1 plus I to the power n. We are looking out for the value of n. 57245, let me divide this by P, 50,000 equals 1.07 to the power n. So how much is 57245 divided by 50,000? We just need to find this value first. So if I divide this by 5, I'll get 1, 1, 4, 4, 9 divided by 10,000 would be 1.1449. Okay, this is nothing but 1.07 whole square. That is 1.07 to the power n. Therefore, value of n is 2. We can look at the option and also check that value of n is an integer. Then whatever value we will get here would be like first power, second, third or fourth power of 1.07. 1.07 whole square is 1.1449. Option D is the pick. The daily income of two labor are in the ratio 4:7. So it is 4x and 7x. If each receives an increment of rupees 10 in the daily income, okay, the ratio is altered to 3:5. Just solve it and find the value of x. That's it. 20x plus 50 equals 21x plus 30. We can see x is equals to 20. Find the respective daily income. 4x 80, 7x 140. 80, 140 is an option C. Rupees 3500 is divided among XYZ in such a way that the ratio of share of X and Y is 2:3 and Z and Y is 5:4. That means Y and Z is 4:5. Now we need to find the joint ratio. Joint ratio completion is an easy task. 2 into 4 is 8, 3 into 4 is 12, 3 into 5 is 15. That is the joint ratio. Ratio of X is to Y is to Z is 8:12 is to 15. Go and please complete rule 5 so that what I do you can understand very easily. Now, what are the shares of X, Y, Z respectively? We know that they should be in the ratio of 8:12:15 and the sum total is 3500. 12 plus 8 is 20 and 15 is 35 itself. It is 800, 1200, 1500. Option A is the pick. A dozen bats quoted at rupees 800 are available at a discount of 10%. That means 12 pieces are available at 90% price of 800. That is 720. That means one piece is available at 720 by 12. That is 60 rupees. How many bats can be bought for 240? Number of bats that can be bought for 240 is 240 by 60. That is 4. Option A is the pick. Gayatri saves 70% of her salary. If she saves 56,000, 70% of her salary is 56,000. 7 this gone. 8, that means her salary is 80,000. Then how much is her salary? 80,000. Option B is the pick. A person travel 120 km at a speed of 60 kph. Okay, distance, speed and time. Let me frame this. 120 km, speed 60 kph, time is distance by speed. 120 by 60 is 2 hours. Done. 30 km at a speed of 30 kph. Okay, time taken would be 1 hour. And then 90 km at a speed of 90 kph. Here also time taken is 1 hour. Find the average speed. Average speed, here what we can use is total of distance travelled divided by total of time taken. Total distance travelled is 120 is 240 kilometers, for which time taken is 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 4 hours. So average speed is 240 by 4, that is 60 kilometer per hour. Option A is the pick. So on to the next one. A shopkeeper increases the selling price of his article by 10% and then reduces it by 10%. Again he did the same thing. Finally the selling price of the article become 194475. What was the original selling price? Suppose original selling price was X. First increases by 10%, that means return of 10. Then decreases by 10%, return only 90%. Then again increases by 10%, again decreases by 10%, and that should be equals to the final selling price. So if we solve this, we'll get the value of X. That is 194475 into 100 into 100 divided by 9 into 9 into 11 into 11, and on solving we'll get 198424. That is the original selling price. That's the basic process to solve this. Or we can use our rule 3, net changing rule. What is the effect of 10% increase and 10% deduction? Is decrease of 1%. That means here the selling price is first decreased by 1% and again decreased by 1%, which gives us the final selling price. That also we can use. That will also give you the same effect. In that case, our original selling price would be 1% decrease, that is 100 by 99 into 1% decrease, 100 by 99. You can see that the effect is same. Is 100 by 100 that we have multiplied to 99, 99, 9 into 11 is 99, 9 into 11 is 99. So everything ends up to the same thing. Option D is the answer. I'll prefer using rule 3, or you can do it straight away also. You can also find the net effect of -1 and -1%, but then it will become a tedious calculation. -1 plus 1 into 1 by 100, that would be -2 plus 0.01 minus 1.99. Actual percentage decreases minus 1.99, that is 2% if you can see. So 2 lakh minus 2% will not give you this, because 2% of 2 lakh is 4,000, and 2 lakh minus 4,000 will not give you 194,475. That means answer has to be less than 2 lakh. Straight away, there also we can find the answer as 198,424. 30% of A is equals to B. Suppose A is 100, then B is 30% of 100, that is 30. Then B percent of 30. Now B is 30. That means 30% of 30 is 3 into 3, 9. Is what percent of A? 9 is what percent of 100? 9 by 100 into 100. That is 9%. Option C is the pick. The population of a town is presently 1 lakh. Due to famine, 20% of the population is leaving the town on quarterly basis. That means in every 3 months, 20% is leaving. What will be the population of the town after 6 months? That means after 2 of such periods. Final population will be given by P0 into 1 minus D to the power N, where D is the decreasing rate, that is 20%. So it would be 1 lakh into 1 minus 20% is 8%, 80%, sorry. That is 4/5. 4/5, and N is 2 periods. 6 months means 2 quarters, 2 periods into 4 by 5 into 4 by 5. Done with that. 5 will give 20,000 and this 5 will give 4,000. 4 into 4 into 4 is 64,000. So left is 64,000, that is option C. Now since it is only 2 periods, you can also do it in the basic traditional method. Minus 20% will give 80,000, and then again minus 20%. 20% of 18 is 16. We would be left with 64,000. Or you can use rule 3, net changing rule, directly also to find. Minus 20 plus 400 by 100 equals minus 36%. Fall in the population overall is 36%. Remaining is 64%. 64% of 1 lakh is 64,000. Option C still fits in. The average of first 20 results is 20. That means that total would be 400. And that of next 30 results is 30. Their total would be 1900. So total of 50 results is 1300. What is the average of the 50 results? So overall average is 1300 by 50. That is 26. Option B. We have talked a lot about this speed and time and the relationship, that is both the speed and time ratios are inversely related to each other. Speed of 3 trucks are in the ratio 2:3:4. That is the speed ratio. Then time ratio would be inverse ratio of the speed ratio. We know the drill. Height 2 multiply the rest. Height 3 multiply the rest. Height 4 multiply the rest. So time ratio would be 6:4:3. What is the ratio between the time taken by these trucks to travel the same distance? Obviously, we uses the inverse ratio only when distance covered is same. It would be 6:4:3, 6:4:3. That is in option B. What percent of 300 is 35? Let X percent of 300 is 75. That means X by 100 into 300 is 75. X is 75 by 3, that is 25%. 25%, option A. Meera reaches office at 8:15 a.m. and is 30 minutes late. That means she is supposed to reach at 7:45 a.m. plus 30 minutes will give us 8:15. Okay, now what is the question? Then what is the actual time at which she should report? She should report at 7:45. Yes, that we have in option C. Three years ago, the average age of a family of 5 members was 17 years. 17 into 5 is 85. Now present, their total age should be 85 plus, since there were 5 members, 3 into 5, 15, that is 100. The total age of these 5 members currently should be equals to 100. After a baby is born, the average age of the family is same as today. But according to the second given information, present total age of 6 members, average is still same as 17. Now 17 into 6 is 60, 40 to 102. Ages of 5 members is 100. Now age of total 6 member is 102. That means 6th member age is 2 years currently. What is the age of the baby? That is 2 years. Raja sells his good 20% cheaper than Sita and 20% dearer than Ayushri. Okay, so we have Raja, Sita and Ayushri. Suppose Sita is selling at 100, then Raja sells his good 20% cheaper than Sita. That means he is selling at 80. And 20% dearer than Ayushri. If Ayushri is selling at 100, he is selling at 120. Okay, we can combine this and find the ratios. Right, 8 here and 12 here. 80, this is 96 and 120. This is the ratio of their selling prices. How much percentage is Ayushri's good cheaper or dearer than Sita's? What is the relationship between these two? 80 and 120. Difference is 40 and the comparison is with Sita divided by 120. That is 1/3. So it is 33.33% cheaper than Sita's. Ayushri's selling price is 33.33% cheaper than Sita's. Option C is the pick. Very interesting question. The entrance ticket at the Humayun Theatre is worth rupees 2500. When the price of the ticket is lowered, P decreases, the sale of ticket increases by 50%. Quantity sold increases by 50%. But collection record a decrease of 17.5%. Collection is revenue, which decreases by 17.5%. Now we know that P into Q is equals to R. So to find the change in P, we have to use rule 3 to do it very easily. Here change in R is equals to change in P plus change in Q plus change in P into change in Q divided by 100 with respective sign. So minus 17.5 equals P plus 50 plus 50P by 100. But P have decreases, so I'll put here minus sign and this will also become minus. So 17.5 minus 50 minus 67.5 equals minus 3P by 2. Gone. So P is 120, 135 by 3. That is equals to 45%. Price decreases by 45%. Find the deduction in the ticket price. We need to find 45% of 2500. 45 into 25. 5, 5, 25, 2, 20, 22 and 10, 32, 3 and 1, 1. 1125, option B is the answer. Price decreases by 1125. Please go through rule 129. Link is there in the description. On the channel screen, you can find the playlist of the rule book. Use it. That will make our calculation very simple. The population of a town was 36,000 3 years back. Okay, it was 36,000. It is 48,000 right now. What will be the population 3 year hence if the growth rate of population is compounded annually with a constant rate? Suppose this is x. Since the growth rate is compounded annually and it is at a constant rate, we can say that these three numbers are in GP. That means 48,000 into 48,000 equals x into 36,000. X is, let it go, 12 3 time, 12 4 time, and 3 is 16. X is 4 into 16,000, that is 64,000. It should be 64,000 after 3 years. Option C is the pick. The monthly income of Amit and Bijay are in the ratio 4:5. Let it be 4x and 5x. That is income. And expenses are in the ratio of 5:6. Let it be 5y and 6y. Amit saves. Savings of Amit would be 4x minus 5y, and this is 5x minus 6y. Income minus expenditure is savings. Is 250 per month. That means 4x minus 5y is 250. And Vijay saves 500. 5x minus 6y is 500. We can solve this and find the value of x. Then what is the respective income? Income only. We need to find the value of x. Let's eliminate y into 6 into 5. 30, 30 gone. 6, 4, 24 x equals 250 into 6, 1500. 25x equals 2500. Subtracted x equals 2000. So income of Amit and Vijay is 4,000 and 5,000 respectively. Option A is the pick. Okay, again a one from profit and loss, and I keep on saying about these rules. On buying an article for rupees 3,000 and then selling it, a shopkeeper incurs a loss of 11%. He purchased at 3,000 and sold it at a loss of 11% for some amount. Now, if the customer sold the same article to his friend for a profit of 10%, he sold at a profit of 10% for some amount. Then what was the price at which the customer sold the article? We need to find this. We can find 11% of 3,000, that is 330. Deduct it 2670. Add 10%, 267. Should be 2670 plus 267, 7392, 2937, and that we have in option A. Basic traditional method to solve these kind of question. Or you can use rule 3 directly if you are swift with that. Find the net change in the percentage of profit. Minus 11 plus 10 minus 11 into 10 by 100. That would be minus 1 minus 1.1. That is minus 2.1 percentage. 3,000 into 2.1% is 63. Net selling price is 3,000 minus 63. That is 2937. Whatever method suits you, use it. We need the answer. A landowner increases the length and breadth of a rectangular plot by 10% and 20% respectively. Length increased by 20% and breadth increased by 10%, or the other way around, whatever. Find the percentage change in the cost of the plot, assuming land prices are uniform throughout the plot. That means whatever be the change in the area, that will be the change in the value of the plot. Now change in area is given by simply L plus B plus LB by 100. Yes, I am using my rule 3 to find the net change. That would be 10 plus 20 plus 10 into 20 by 100, 32%. Area changes by 32%. That means price has also gone up by 32%. Option A is the pick. If the sum of two numbers, x plus y, and the difference of the two numbers, x minus y are in the ratio 8:5. Let us assume that x is greater than y. Then find the ratio of the numbers. Just the trick, use componendo and dividendo. We know that when a by b is equals to c by d, we can say a plus b upon a minus b is equals to c plus d upon c minus d. X plus y plus x minus y will give 2x, and x plus y minus x minus minus plus y will give 2y equals 8 plus 5, 13 upon 8 minus 5, 3. So the ratio between two numbers is 13:3. Option A fits in again. Time and work never fades. Working together, D and A can complete a piece of work in 10 days. And D can complete the same piece of work alone in 12 days. Then how much time will A take to do it alone? Rule 8, subtraction rule. Subtraction rule says to find the subtracted value, just multiply, that is product, divided by their difference. That's it. So time taken by A would be 12 into 10 by 12 minus 2. 12 minus 10 is 2. That would be 60 days. A will take 60 days to do the task alone. Option A is the fit. A car travels at 40 km per hour for the first 5 hours. Speed, time, distance. Distance is speed into time. Speed is 40 kph, traveling for 5 hours. 40 into 5, 200 kilometers traveled. And then at the rate 45 kph for next 6 hours. So distance traveled is 45 into 6, 240 and 270 kilometers. Find the ratio of distance traveled. 200 is to 270 is what they are asking for. 20 is to 27 is the ratio of distances. 20 is to 27, option B is the pick. You must be following the drill. I'm going fast with the solutions because that is the time we should take, but you pause the session and try to solve it yourself. Please, humble request. Two friends, Devi and Ayushri, appear for an examination. Ayush scored 30% of the maximum marks and Devi scores 40%. 30% and D scores 40%. Ayu fails by 10%, minus 10, let the base is the passing mark, and Devi scores 15 more marks. Then the maximum pass mark. Find the passing mark. Okay. Here if we see, the distance between A and D is of 10% and the marks distance is 10 plus 20, 15, that is 25%. That means 10% of total marks is 25. Then how much is 30% of total? That is 75. That is the score of Ayushri and she failed by 10 marks. That means passing marks are 75 plus 10, 85. Option C is the pick. They are not asking us to find the total marks. So unnecessarily finding 100, then 30, no point. 10% is 25, 30% is into 3, 75. Add 10, you will get the passing mark, that is 85. In an office having 8,000 employees, 27% are women. Women, men. 27%. 27 into 8, 56, 5. That is 2160. On a particular day, 25% of the women, divide by 4, this would be 5 and then 4. 540 are absent and 75% of men are absent. Okay, so men left where 8,000 minus 2160, 0, 4, 5840, and 75% of this is into 3 by 4, so that would be 1 4 24 60 3 18 1 12 13 4380. 4380, these many people are absent. What percentage of the total number of employees are absent on the day? 4380 plus 540. Remember, I don't have a calculator, that's why we are taking up this much time. So 4920 by 8000 into 100 is what we are looking out for. So by 8, 6 times is 48, 12 is 1, then 0.5, 61.50% people are absent. Option A is the pick. See, in Tech Mahindra Numerical Ability section, we have got 11 question, 11 minutes. So if some question can be done in 30, 20 seconds, please try to do it. Because there might be a few questions where you need to invest more than a minute. Like this question. 3 persons, RDA, invested different amounts in a fixed deposit scheme for 1 year at the rate of 12% per annum, and earn a total interest of 32,400 at the end of the year. So let us first find RDA total investment is how much? 32400 divided by 12%. Because total investment 12% is 32400. Okay. So 3 4, 3 is 10800, and then 4, this will be 270000. Okay, 2,70,000 is the total investment by these 3 people. If the amount invested by D is 50,000 more than amount invested by R, D equals R plus 50,000, and total amount invested by R and A, R plus A, is 20,000 more than amount invested by D, is D plus 20,000. Okay, and we know that RDA is 2,70,000. What is the amount invested by D? R in terms of D is D minus 50,000 plus D plus A. A is D plus 20,000 minus R. Okay, so we would have write like this. R plus D plus A is D plus 20,000 minus R is 2,70,000. R are gone. 2D is 2,50,000. That means D is 1,25,000. Amount invested by D is 1,25,000. Option A. You will get similar kind of questions, believe me. Just practice this. Why to practice? Because see, we have now got only 11 minutes, 11 questions. Those would be easy questions. But if you have practiced beforehand, you would be mentally free. A company purchased a product for rupees 2,000 and displayed the market price at 3,000. So cost price is 2,000 and marked price is 3,000. And then gave 2 successive discounts of 10%. We know the drill for 2 successive discount. 2 successive discount is equivalent to a discount of D1 plus D2 minus D1 into D2 by 100. So that would be 10 plus 10 minus 10 into 10 by 100, that is 1. That is, finally, you have given only 19% discount. So now we need to calculate 19% of 3,000, that would be 570. So selling price is 2,430 minus cost price. Profit per unit is 430 rupees. Yes, that we have in option C. The population of a village increases from 17,500 to 35,000, double it, in a decade, in 10 years. from 75,000 to 35,000, just doubled. What is the average percentage increase of population per year? See, it has just doubled, that means it has increased by 100% in 10 years. So annual increase is 100 by 10, that is 10%. Option D is the pick. Y varies directly as x. That means y is proportional to x. Y by x is equals to k, or we can say y1 by x1 equals y2 by x2. When y is 24, value of x is 6. What is the value of y when x is 5? Gone 4 times, y equals 5 into 4, that is 20. Option A. Ayu travels the first 4 hours of her journey at a speed of 60 kph. 60 kph, 4 hours, distance covered is 60 into 4, that is 240 kilometers. And the remaining 5 hours at 24 kph. 24 into 5 is 120, distance traveled 120. What is the average speed? For average speed we need total distance, that is 360 kilometers, and total time, that is 9 hours. Average speed is summation of distance divided by the total time taken. 360 by 9 is 40 kilometer per hour is her average speed, that is in option C. Ria pays an insurance premium of 8333.33333. That means it is 8333 1 by 3. 399924. That accounts to 25,000 by 3. If rate of insurance is 1 by 6% of the house value, then what is the value of the house? Value of the house into 1 by 6% equals 25000 by 3. Gone 200, V equals 50, and then 3, and then 2. That accounts to 50 lakhs. Value of the house is 50 lakhs. That is in option A. A classical complicated example from simple interest. A certain sum of money, P, is invested for a certain number of years, N, at a simple interest rate, R. If the sum is invested at a rate of 8%, then it grows to 1800. Now, amount is equals to principal plus simple interest. Simple interest is PNR by 100. So, we have first equation 1800 equals P into 1 plus R is 8%, that is 8N by 100. And if the same sum of money is invested at a rate of 4%, then it grows to 1200. That means 1200 equals P into 1 plus 4N by 100. You have got 2 equations and 2 unknown. We'll try to solve it. Let's divide it. But what is the question? Question is for how many years was the sum invested? We are looking out for the value of N. If I divide these two, then what I'll get? This is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 equals 100 plus 8N by 100 plus 4N. Okay, 300 plus 12N equals 200 plus 16N. 4N equals 100, and therefore N equals to 100 by 4, that is 25 years. Sum was invested for 25 years. Option A is the pick. And if they have asked you to find the value of P, you can use any one of these equations and can find the value of P. 1200 equals P into 1 plus N is 25. That will be 1. So P is 1200 by 2, that is 600. So principal is 600, invested for 25 years. If invested at 8%, you will get 1800. Invested at 4%, you will get 1200. Rupees 18,700 was divided among 3% XYZ in such a way that half the share of X and 1/3 the share of Y and 1/6 the share of Z are all equal. Bingo. Whenever we have these kind of situation, ratio of X is to Y is to Z is nothing but inverse ratio of the coefficient. That is half is to 1/3 is to 1/6. An inverse ratio of already inverted ratio will be 2 is to 3 is to 6. Now this is nothing but the ratio in which money is divided among ABC or XYZ in this case. What is the share of X? Share of X is proportion of X, that is 2 by 11 into the total value we have. That goes 1 times 700. So X would get 3400 that we have in option C. This is the best trick. To know more of these kind of trick, go to Rule 5 Ratio Proportion Variation Masterclass. Link is there in the description as usual. If you have reached so far, please quickly subscribe to the channel at least. I'm working so hard for you people. I should get something in return, isn't it? Get me the subscription. Do comment and like and share the session. A machine costs 37,500. If it is sold at a loss of 20%, what will be its cost price as percentage of its selling price? Not required. Sold at a loss of 20%. That means if cost price is 100, selling price is 80. That's it. What will be its cost price as percentage of selling price? What is 100 on 80 into 100 again? That is 125%. This value is of no use. Option C is the pick. Go and watch the other sessions also of Tech Mahindra Hiring. Playlist is Tech Mahindra Hiring. Link of playlist is there in the description also. You can search it on the channel Tech Mahindra Hiring. Go through it and you will get the fair knowledge about reasoning question also. I think verbal is there. I don't know. But reasoning and numerical question you will get. You will also get to know about round 2. What will happen in round 2. So this is round 1, 75 questions, 75 minutes, segregated among 3 sections. A machine produces 100 units of a product per minute. So in 60 seconds or 1 minute, 100 units are produced. If 24 units of product are packed in a case, how many cases can be filled in 1 hour? So 1 minute, 100 units are produced. In 1 hour means 60 minutes, 6,000 units would be produced. And one box contains 24 units. So number of cases or boxes are 60,000 divided by 24. 6,000, 64, and then it is 250. 250 boxes can be filled with 24 units each in an hour. Option A is the pick. Don't forget to subscribe and help us out, help the channel grow. Isn't it? इतना तो आके मांग लेता हूँ. थोड़ा क्लीशे लगता है, पुराना हो गया स्टाइल सब्सक्रिप्शन मांगने का. जिनको ज़रूरत होगी वो खुद आके सब्सक्राइब करेंगे. नहीं है, ऐसा नहीं है. बोल देना चाहिए, मांग लेना चाहिए. क्या है? Cycling at 3/4 of the speed. So 3/4 of the speed. Devi takes 30 minutes more in order to cover a distance of 18 kilometers. So initially time taken was T, now time taken is T plus 30 minutes. Let me write in hours, that is T plus half. Her usual time taken to cover the same distance. We are looking out for the value of T and distance covered is same. Then we know that S1 T1 is equals to S2 T2. So S into T equals today's speed is 3S by 4 into T plus half. We can see S cancels out. 4t equals 3t plus 3 1.5. So t is 1.5 hours. Usual time taken is 1.5 hours, that is 1 hour 30 minutes. Option B is the pick. Go through the rule book and see how we can solve this question with rule 1, and that will be your homework. And if you can understand that, how we can use our rule 1, the line changing rule, to solve this question, please do comment in the comment box below and let us know that whether you have understood rule 1 and its uses or not. So these were 50 odd selected sample type of questions for Tech Mahindra, which were based on the actual question asked, but I can't use the actual questions, so it's been converted into sample question types, and you will find these types of questions when you are writing your Tech Mahindra round 1. So on that note, it's Mohit Jain signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you, and this hope that I'll see you soon. Thank you everyone for participating.